Cup, a prize possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Casino del Sol Stadium. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. Zona Zoo had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up, because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? Thanks to Graham. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Takes the easy completion. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Brown running left. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Arizona Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really...
Right, here we go.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. First down, right back to Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off for Brown. There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the air, it's Keene. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ASU.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, they've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Under fire. And it's a sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Corrals it at the 45. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Keene. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of...
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Brown again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Harris. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable...
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. One more time, it's Brown. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Again, it's Brown. Got a little grass. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to Brown. Shakes off the defender. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. On the run, it's Robinson. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting.
Touchdown ASU! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's King.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense. Definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils. Their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense. The prize is the oldest rivalry trophy in college football, and it is Arizona who will bring home the Territorial Cup. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.